Mackenzie Johnston with Livestock Digital Daily, bringing you your October 24th cattle industry headlines. Brought to you by AgRisk Advisors. They help you manage your risk so you can manage your operation. With over 20 years of experience, AgRisk Advisors provides honest and transparent advice. They offer insurance solutions to help you minimize risk and maximize profitability for your farming and ranching operations. They might not be able to make it rain, but they can sure ease the pain. If you want to learn more about pasture, rangeland, forage insurance, go ahead and reach out to AgRisk Advisors. They can help you understand what PRF insurance is all about and everything it can do for your operation. And after a year where we have so much drought through the majority of cattle country, it is definitely beneficial to at least look into PRF insurance. The benefits of PRF insurance are pretty darn substantial when it comes to a drought year. So if you have any questions or if you just want to learn some more about PRF insurance, go ahead and reach out to AgRisk Advisors. Meeting Place has reported, according to its Winter Outlook report, the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, also known as NOAA, is calling for drought to continue to persist through western and central portions of the United States. This is the third consecutive winter with a La Nina weather pattern, which drives warmer than average temperatures for the Southwest and along the Gulf Coast and eastern seaboard. Meanwhile, wetter than average conditions are expected for areas of the Ohio Valley, Great Lakes, Northern Rockies, and Pacific Northwest. Drought conditions are now present across approximately 59% of the United States, and parts of the western U.S. and southern Great Plains will continue to be hardest hit this winter with dry conditions. Definitely something we did not want to hear. This update is also sponsored by Circle 5 Cow School. If you want to learn how to preg check your own cows or start AIing, Circle 5 Cow School is definitely the way to go. They're going to be down in Dresden, Kansas on November 4th and 5th, hosting a school. If you're in that area, I encourage you to check them out. And if you just want to check out their schedule to figure out where they're going to be in the coming months, head on over to their website, circle5cowschool.com. That is the number 5 in there, or you can go ahead and just give them a follow on Facebook. Drovers has reported London-based Hoxton Farms, a plant-based meat company, has raised $22 million from investors to build a pilot plant to produce animal fat from stem cells, hoping to tap into the growing market for less carbon-intensive foods. Plant-based alternatives are less satisfying than traditional meat, than traditional protein. Of course they are, we all know that. So Hoxton Farms plans to produce fake animal fat to add to plant-based products to make them more appetizing. Co-founder Max Jamily believes the world is heading for a food security crisis due to increased demand for food supplies as the global population grows. He also believes climate change is lowering food production capacity. But luckily, according to Jamily, it may be possible to feed the entire planet with plants. What an absolutely ridiculous statement. Meeting Place has reported a Florida shopper has brought a class action lawsuit against Walmart, claiming the retail giant is overcharging customers for meat and other products. In the complaint filed last week, the plaintiff claims Walmart's checkout prices are higher than a product's lowest advertised per pound or per ounce price. So what this shopper has come forward and said is that Walmart has these sales on meat products, and when you pick them up out of the meat cooler, you expect it to be a certain price. But when you actually go to check out, it is higher than you expected. So they essentially it's kind of a gotcha. You know, we got you to check out with this product and we advertised a false price and you're paying more for this product. You're essentially caught off guard. So the lawsuit comes 2 years after Walmart agreed to pay up to $9.5 million to reimburse shoppers to settle a 2019 class action lawsuit that was similar to this one. The retailer also agreed to change its pricing practices after that lawsuit back in 2019, but from the way it looks with this new lawsuit coming forward, Walmart has yet to get on the straight and narrow. Our final sponsor for this update is the United States Cattlemen's Association. The deadline to reserve your room for the USCA annual meeting and Cattle Producers Forum is just 2 weeks away. Join cattle producers across the country for critical industry discussions in Nashville, Tennessee this upcoming December 8th through the 10th. For more information, head on over to www.uscattlemen.org. Finally, according to Shaylee Stewart with Cattle Market News, last week was a big week for the live cattle complex. So last week, Southern cattle traded $3 higher than the week before's weighted average, and Northern dress cattle traded $4 higher than the week before's weighted average. Box beef prices saw excellent demand as throughout the week, choice cuts averaged $251.93 per hundredweight. That was up $5.62 from the week before. And select cuts averaged $221.90 per hundredweight, up $7.16 from the week before, with a movement of 675 loads of cuts, grinds, and trim, according to Stewart. Friday's Cattle on Feed report found that the total number of cattle on feed as of October 1st was down 1%. Placements were down 4% and marketings were up 4%. A fairly bullish cattle on feed report, and hopefully the market responds accordingly this week. Stewart went on to highlight even more positives. Last week's slaughter was extremely aggressive as 673,000 head were processed. That's 13,000 head more than the week before and 11,000 head more than the same week a year ago. And last but not least, by the time the market closed on Friday, the spot December contract had made a new contract high, which indicates that traders have come around to accepting the market's bullish fundamentals. Stewart closed by saying she believes the market's paradigm is finally shifting. Finally. There's obviously economy pressures to battle, as we all know, but at least the futures market is acknowledging the market's strong fundamentals. It is not very often I have positive news like this. So it is great to hear all this, and it's always great when Shaylee Stewart analyzes the cattle market. She does it every week. She does a great job. She does her update. If you're not already following her update, make sure you do so. Cattle Market News. Again, this is some great news for the cattle markets. Things are shifting. Things are looking good. It's a great time for cattle producers, and things are looking positive, which we haven't seen in quite a while. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope everyone had a great weekend. It was hot and windy here in central Nebraska. We had upper 80s with winds up to 40 mile an hour. Absolutely ridiculous for this time of year, but it looks like it's finally going to cool down this week. Hopefully some of you folks out there caught some moisture. I will see you guys on Wednesday morning.